Hello, good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock and it's Wednesday. So today we are doing some more PE for Foundation Key Stage 1. So it's quite a broad range of ages and abilities. So give it a go. Today, last week, what did we do last week? We did some aiming games, some catching and throwing, and we did some skipping. We had a look at how you could develop some skipping. So I hope you had a go at some of those. I hope you dug out some skipping ropes and gave it a little bit of a try. We're moving on today, and today is going to be pretty much a reception-aged gymnastics lesson. And we're looking at travelling, so different ways of travelling about today. So I'm just going to give people a few more moments to get on. Checking my sound, it might be too close to me, or that might be too noisy. So all you need today is a bit of space. You don't need anything else. Hi Noah, hi Archie, hope you're going to join in. Hoping George will be on shortly. I'm going to do a lot on the floor today, so I just need to make sure everybody can see. Okay, so today is all about how we travel around. So you're going to need some space to move in. I haven't got that much room here today, but so long as you've cleared a little bit of furniture, or if you're out in the garden, that would be great. Anywhere you can move around. So we're going to start by looking at how we can move around our area. We're going to start nice and easy just with some walking. So can we start walking around our area? Don't bump into anything. Watch where you're going. If you're doing it with your brother or your mum or your dad or your sister, then maybe you could just follow each other and you could just lead them around the area. Not trying to lose them, just going nice and steady. And you can see I'm trying to change direction. I'm going to go all the way over to this corner. Then I'm going to come all the way back to this corner. Then I'm going to head over there as far as I can go. So going in different directions all the time. Try not to just be going round in a circle. So can we travel in sort of zigzaggy patterns? Can we travel in some curvy paths? As if we're following a curvy path around the mountain. You're out of focus. Don't know what I can do about that. It's crystal clear this end, so I'm hoping it might just be at your end. So, can we travel really lightly on our toes? In gymnastics, we're just trying to do everything really carefully, trying to show lots of control and tension and trying to make everything look nice. So I'm going really lightly on my toes. Hopefully you can't hear my footsteps at all. Really quiet little steps up on my tiptoes. Changing direction all the time. And we're going to build it up now into a little bit of a run. So we don't need to go crazy, just moving around the area. Again, I'm going to different parts. I'm going over here, I'm going here, I'm finding different places to go to. I'm not bumping into anybody or anything, and I can try going in some zigzags. And I can try going in some curvy paths. But I'm a bit sloppy at the moment. My feet are banging around like elephants. So I'm going to try and make my feet go much nicer. I'm going on my tiptoes. I'm just thinking about picking up my knees a little bit, trying to make them look nice. But what about my arms? At the moment, they're just flopping around, doing nothing, looking rubbish. So what can I do with my arms to make them look much smarter? Well, I could just have them down by my sides. I could have them swinging, but do it really nicely and control my fingers so they're not flapping around. I could have my arms out to the side, but really straight. I have my hands up above my head, but really straight and controlled. I'm still light on my tiptoes. We can do this in a school hall with 30 children and you can't hear a single footstep. They're showing so much control. So, let's have a think about doing some different steps. Can we take really small steps like a mouse? Still really quiet. Can't hear my feet tapping. Really quiet. Can we take great big steps like an elephant, but controlled? And again, my arms are just not looking that great. I'm just holding them by my side, so at least they're not flopping around all over the place. But could I just make them look better? Could I have my hands up? Could I have my arms out to the side? Great big steps. Having to show lots of balance. Are you managing to do it without falling over? Great big steps. Here's a really tricky one for you year 1, year 2s. Can you do great big steps, but going backwards and not fall over? Oh, can't see me now. Very good if you can go backwards as well. So here we go, we're going to do it little steps. Think about what your arms are doing. Make them look nice. But when you hear me shout stop, we're going to stop like a statue and not move at all. For 1, hippopotamus, 2, hippopotamus, 3, hippopotamus, and we'll go again. Okay, so we're going to see if you can balance and not fall over. So, what am I going to do with my arms? I'm going to have my arms just really still by my side, and off I go, light on my feet, in and out, changing direction all the time, and stop. 1, 2, 3, and off we go again. Stop. 1, hippopotamus, 2, hippopotamus, 3, hippopotamus. Off we go. And stop. 1, hippopotamus, 2, hippopotamus, 3, hippopotamus. And off we go. Well done. Excellent. So we've gone in different places, we've travelled in different pathways. We can have a think now a little bit more about going forwards, backwards and sideways. So, going towards you, you coming towards me is forwards. So sometimes we can travel forwards, sometimes we can travel backwards, sometimes we can travel sideways. Let's try travelling sideways, backwards and forwards, sideways, to the left, to the right, across the space that you've got. You might have to move a little bit so you're not bumping into anybody else. And I'm just doing a little step, foot together, step, feet 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 together. And we can just see if we can do that a little bit quicker, just going side to side, and forwards, and backwards, and forwards, and sideways, and sideways, and sideways, and forwards, and backwards, and forwards, and backwards. Well done. So lots of travelling on our feet, but essentially walking or running. What other ways can you travel around on your feet? What other ways can you travel around on your feet? So not on your floor, not using your hands, not on your bottoms or tummies, just with your feet on the ground. How else can you travel around your area? Have a little go. Mums and dads, if you can step away for a moment and just type in any great ideas you've seen from your children. How are they travelling on their feet that's not just walking or running? See, we've got a couple of people watching at the moment. If you a few more goes to have a look at it, or you're looking at each other and scratching your heads. How else could you travel on your feet other than walking or running? I'll give you an idea and then you can see if you can think of any more. How about if I was marching? Okay, I lost the signal there, I'm afraid. I just lost all connection. I'm going to try moving the camera over here and see if that's any better. And I think I will also have to no, can't turn it while I'm live, so it's going to have to stick like that. How are we doing? So we were thinking about other ways that we could travel on our feet. So, we back? Oh, thank you. The Alcocks say skipping. So we've done some marching. We're going to try some skipping. So push up with those knees, push up with those hands. See if you can get nice and high with your skips. I'm going to have to move over here because I just can't give you about a foot to work in, and I can't do any decent skipping without having some space. So we can do some low skipping. You can just skip really low, or we can skip really high. Any other ideas? So that's really nice. We're going from one foot to the other. What about just travelling on one foot? Can you travel on one foot? I'm just going to go on one foot and see if I can move around. I can do some hopping. It's really hard work. Can you hop backwards? Can you hop sideways? Oh, let's go on the other leg because that's really hard work. So just on one foot. And can I go forwards, backwards, sideways, sideways? Oh, that's hard work. Can we travel like that in a bouncy way on 2 feet? Have a go, Noah. Have a go, Archie. Can you bounce on 2 feet? Can you bounce forwards? Can you bounce backwards? A bit like a kangaroo, aren't we? Can you bounce to the side? And the other side? Very good. How else can we move around? So we've had skipping, bouncing, hopping, marching. How about any other ideas from you before I push on? Come on, Steve, you can think of some. How about galloping like we're riding a horse? So 1 foot at the front, 1 foot at the back, and galloping. Oh, I hope all my rugby playing friends are watching this. They'll enjoy this. So we've got galloping. One we've done already that's a bit different is sidestepping. We can travel around by sidestepping and change direction so the other leg's leading, and change direction so the other leg's leading. We can sidestep around. All very forwards, back, sideways at the moment. Could we travel by spinning? On my tiptoes, trying to make my arms look nice. I'm holding them out really still, or you can hold them above your head. We're getting quite dizzy now. I'm going to try going the other way around. So I'm travelling around by turning and spinning. One other way, still on our feet, just, but can you travel like a frog? Oh, I better not put my hands on the floor, otherwise you'll tell me I'm cheating. Can we do that backwards? Can we do that sideways? And back again? Well done. Great work. Hope you're joining in. So there's some different ways of traveling on our feet, trying to make it look nice. How about different ways that we can travel on other body parts other than our feet? So how can you travel on your tummy or your bottom or your hands and feet? How else could you travel around on the ground? I'm going to give you some ideas for you to have a go at. If you can think of any that you're doing at home, pop them up, we'll have a go at them. First one we're going to do is travelling like a snake. So snakes are really flat on the ground. So I'm flat on the ground and I'm just moving along on the floor, pulling myself along flat on the ground. Have a go at travelling like a snake. Right, there's some roaring and galloping like dinosaurs. Fantastic. Roaring is absolutely mandatory. Excellent work. Can you travel like a snake on the ground? On your tummies. Hope you've got a t-shirt on, boys. On your tummies, can you travel along on the floor like a snake? What about a cat? So these might start to be similar to some of the ones you've been trying at home. Can we travel like a cat? So a cat travels on its hands and feet, so we can just move along like a cat. Similar to a cat, can we travel like a bear? I'll show you how bears go. So 1 foot and 1 hand up, and we rock from side to side as we travel along. 1 hand and foot, 1 hand and foot. I wonder if I can do that backwards. So I'm rocking from side to side and travelling backwards as well, like a bear. Now then, are there any monkeys in the house? We've done bear walking, excellent. Any monkeys? Any monkeys? How do monkeys travel? Well, they don't travel quite like a cat. They sort of pull themselves along. They go on 2 hands and their feet catch up. 2 hands and feet. Oh, it's hard work on the arms. How fast can you go without bashing into anything? Very good. So let's have a look. What else? Ooh, spiders. Spiders, their arms and legs are really spread out. And I'm moving along with my arms and legs really wide, like a big spider. Quite a big turning circle on this spider. Well done, excellent. Ooh, hard work this. How about bunnies? How about bunnies? So, very similar to our frog actually. It's just 2 hands and a little hop. 2 hands and a little hop. Ooh, well done. I've got a great one for you. This is a caterpillar. This is a caterpillar. So, I'm going to go down to the ground. And my hands are going to go forwards. And then my feet are going to catch up. And then my hands are going to go forward. And then my feet are going to catch up. I'll show you going the other direction. So, my hands go forward till I'm flat. Then my feet catch up till they can't come any further. Then my hands go forward till I'm flat. Then my feet catch up. And we can keep travelling around like one of those itsy caterpillars that you see crawling along leaves. How's that? Is that hard work? Are your arms getting tired? Fantastic. Who would have thought of so many different ways of travelling around on the floor? I'll give you another one. This is the scorpion. So scorpions have a big stingy tail up in the air. So I'm going to lift up one leg really high as if it was a scorpion stinger. And then I'm going to travel around keeping that foot really high all the time, like a scorpion. Can you travel like a scorpion? I've got a couple more for you. So, how about, can you travel on your bottom? Now, if you're on a nice shiny tiled floor and you've got shorts on, this will be really easy. It's going to be hard for me because this surface is a bit sticky. But I'm going to travel along on my bottom by just bringing my feet towards me and pushing. I'm going to have to do a little spin to turn round, and I can start pushing backwards towards you. So we can travel on our bottoms. Can you do the same but on your back? So lying on the floor, can you push yourselves along? I'm having to do a little bit of wiggling because otherwise I just wouldn't move on this floor. If you're on the kitchen floor, you might move along really quickly. You will just be able to push and you'll slide along. I'm having to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to help myself move on my back. Well done. We're going to do one last one, which is we're going to do a bit of a spin. So we're going to change from being like a monkey to a crab, to a monkey, whoop, to a crab, and back the other way. Monkey, crab, monkey, crab. Have a go, see if you can go back the other way. Monkey, crab, monkey, crab. Very well done. So, that's a little reception lesson. What we would normally do in school now is get out a few benches and mats and maybe some little tables, and we'd see if we could do any of those moves using the apparatus, either going in between apparatus or over or under or along. So if you've got anything at home that you could use safely, you could just take any of these ideas and see if you could do them over things, along things, not if it's too high. I don't want anyone falling off any 6-foot walls. If there's anything you can go over, little table, little bench, little wall in the garden. How can you do travelling but using some other bits and pieces around the home? We've got a suggestion, crab walk. So we just showed you a crab, which is on all fours but tummy up. And we can move around in a crab. Some of us might remember playing crab football when we were at school. We played football where everybody had to stay in this position, and it absolutely crucified everybody's arms. Really hard work, travelling like a crab. So, I'm going to let you, we're going to have a little bit of a walk as a cool down, and we're just going to get our arms moving. But two things you can do for me. One is go away and see if you can try doing any of those movements, either on your feet or on other body parts. Can you do it along something, over something, under something? Send me a video if you want. I'd love to see your work. And can you make up any other different moves? So I've heard dinosaurs mentioned. I'd love to see those. Just loosening off my shoulders a bit, because I did quite a little bit of work in those last 5-10 minutes, taking body weight. Really good practice getting you ready for forward rolls and handstands and cartwheels and all that exciting stuff that's to come. So, I'm going to say bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the sunshine. Thanks for watching. Bye.